Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm finally going to talk about these little beauties, the Rodin lipsticks that I've purchased in recent weeks. Rodin is a very small, highly curated beauty range of skincare and cosmetics. Well, the cosmetics really are limited to lip products by the American stylist Linda Rodin. I would very much urge you to do a search for her on YouTube or Google her to have a look at her wonderful photographs and videos about her style and her lifestyle. She lives in New York. She's a stylist. She's, I'm going to say, in her 60s. She might even be in her 70s. But she's a phenomenally beautiful and attractive lady and a wonderful example, I think, of how beauty and style and elegance can and should be absolutely ageless. I think she's helped by the fact she probably was a model when she was younger. I'm not sure whether she was or she wasn't, but she's certainly got the bone structure. She's certainly got the posture of a dancer. Even now at an older age, but she's tremendously stylish. Now, her signature makeup look is lipstick. She doesn't really wear any other makeup. She's got beautiful skin for her age and beautiful long white hair. And she ascribes to the theory that you just make one bold statement. You don't do a face full of makeup as you get older. I haven't quite got to that stage myself, but I do want to try and find lipsticks that A, last on me and don't kind of go all over the place, and B, don't make my lips look worse, if that is possible. So I thought I'd give her products a try, and I actually got the least dramatic one, which is in a shade called So Mod. I don't think I've ever seen her wearing this. She tends to wear much bolder colours. You can see it's a pinky nude. And these products are quite expensive. You know, they're mid-range, higher range lipsticks. They're £28 basically in the UK. I think you can only buy them at Liberty's in store. There may be other places. Haven't found them anywhere else. You can get them on Neta Porte. I actually bought this first one on eBay, brand new. Somebody didn't want it. Just so you know what they look like. They come in very plain packaging like this. That's actually one from one of the others. So I got this one for about a tenner, just to see how I liked the formula. There you are. Nothing special in colour. I like the formula very much indeed. You can see I've worn it quite a bit. It's a moderately soft, slippy formula, but not too slippy. So if you compare it with, for example, the YSL Rouge Volupte, which a lot of people like, but I find too slippy, although it's very comfortable on my lips, it just kind of messes about and disappears. This is a tad firmer, has all that comfort, but with pigmentation and shine. One thing I ought to tell you, I think I've mentioned it when I talked about my favourites and talked briefly about this, is it has a smell. It's a faint kind of lily white flower smell, which I think some people will not like. So if that's going to be a problem, you really need to go along and smell the testers in Liberty before sending for one of these. It isn't a problem for me. I like the smell. I gather it's common to her entire range, which, as I say, is lipsticks, lip pencils, lip balm, and then there's a whole facial range of predominantly facial oils, and I think some of them have this smell, if I understand it rightly. Gorgeous packaging, as you can see. So that was the first one I got, and then having established I really liked the formula, that it lasts reasonably well on me, and I was wearing that a lot. I then ordered two from Neta Porte. I had intended to go into Liberty's, but I just didn't have time. One of these is one of her signature colours, probably her signature colour. It's called Winks, and that's after her dog, who's a very handsome poodle, who if you look on YouTube you will see with her. And you can see this is the most bright fuchsia pink. It's a little bluer in reality than it's showing, a little darker than it's showing on the monitor. So it's a very bold colour, but how gorgeous. It's actually really flattering, certainly to my fair skin. I've been wearing it all week. You can see I've worn it a little bit. It's a great last, not as strong a last as a matte lipstick. It's not matte, you can see definite shine, but very forgiving on the lips, and it kind of wears off evenly, leaving a stain. Now, just to kind of show you a comparison with other formulas, I picked out this one from Guerlain's Rouge Automatique in 662, which is a similar colour, but much more, well, I was going to say matte. It looks matte in the tube. Very, very similar on the hand. I would say I prefer the feel and formula of the Rodin, but they're not dissimilar. Of course, the Rouge Automatique, I think, is more expensive than the Rodin, although it's a very fancy package. I kind of like the Rodin one. And then I also pulled out Giacomo from Tom Ford. It's that's a red, so that's not very good. But the formulation is really what I'm going for. It's not dissimilar, but definitely slippier than the Tom Ford, if you have the Tom Ford formulations. So that's a comparison. It lasts better on me than the Tom Ford, I have to say. And then the third colour I went for is tough tomato, we would say. Now, I've worn this once, I haven't really worn it. I'm planning to wear it this week, so you can see it's almost pristine there. I love this kind of orangey red, very, very dramatic. Kind of love it more on other people sometimes, but I do think it goes well with blue eyes, so I'm going to be daring this week and try and wear it. Again, the formula seems really, really nice. The nearest Chanel formula, I would say, is the Cocoa Shine. So I've got Rebelle here. You can see, I mean, that's a tad darker, but similar slippy formula. And my favourite Chanel formula is actually the Rouge Allure Velvet, which is probably the longest lasting colour lipstick on me. And there we've got Rouge Feu. So Rouge Feu, I'm anticipating probably, if this performs like Winx, would be longer lasting than Tough Tomato, but would not wear off as evenly, because that's what I find with the Rouge Allure Velvets. They tend to stain round the edge of the mouth rather than the full lip, which is not a great look. You have to kind of keep reapplying. So those are kind of the best I can do with the comparisons. Do I think these are worth it? £28 here in the UK, probably better value in the States, where particularly the dollar exchange rate is better at the moment, or rather it's bad over here. And these are American products being imported. To me, they are. I think they're really stylish. They're lovely to have in your handbag. They're modern, they're cool, they're chic, but not gimmicky. The formula is super comfortable to wear. People who don't like fragrance may not like that, but I enjoy this fragrance. Doesn't bother me, and it doesn't last too long. And the colour range is really interesting, and I think of the three I've got, super flattering for fair skins and older lips. There are at least two more reds. One is a very plummy red, which I think is, I can't recall what it's called, but it's to do with the colour her mother wore when she was growing up. And then there's, I think it's called Heady Red, which is a true blue red, like Chanel's Passion, if you are familiar with that one. So I haven't gone in for those yet because I've kind of got enough, but I'm really enjoying these ones, and I am tempted to try her facial oil products in my endless quest for a facial oil I get on with, because I'm so impressed with the quality of these. So those are my thoughts on Linda Rodin, and even if you're not interested in buying her products, you may like to look at her very short videos of her apartment and her style generally. Yeah, those are my thoughts on the lipsticks. So until next time, bye for now.